Hi there, my name is Ben and I go to Prescott College, and today myself and
James
will show you the patient tie-in, tie-on process with this litter. James will be my patient today. In front of us you see 6 different slings of 2 lengths. These red slings here, 4, are about 6 feet long, and those are going to be used for tying on, which I'll explain. And those 2 blue slings over there will be used for tying in, and they are approximately 15 feet long. Alright, so the tying in, tying on process, yes, involves the 6 slings, and it is generally used to carry this steel litter here in a short haul, perhaps on a helicopter, perhaps on a descent, letting the patient down a cliffside, perhaps pulling the patient up the cliffside, perhaps on steep terrain that's 50 degrees or more. So yeah, let's get started. We're going to start with the tie-ins, as these are the most important. Right. So we're going to tie just an overhand knot in the sling here. And when we're doing the tie-ins, the more important of the 2, we're going to be using these thicker steel bars here, as they are stronger. So to strap James's torso in, we're going to start on a bar that is approximately around the upper thigh. And what we're going to do is, on the first go around, we're going to go over James's right shoulder, excuse me, James. Under his left shoulder, we're going to wrap around the opposing steel bar on the other side. We're going to wrap around, we're going to go over his left shoulder now, and we're going to go under his right shoulder. And so with the bite that we have, we're going to feed the sling through. We're going to make sure that it's taut on all 4 strands, and making sure that they're equalized in tension. All right, excuse me, James. And then after we do that, we're going to make 3 half hitches. So a half hitch involves pulling the sling under itself, feeding it through, pulling it tight, and then repeating that process 2 more times. Alright, so now our first tie-in is all set. And so the function of this tie-in is to prevent James from moving in this direction, towards me. So if his legs were to be significantly higher and more elevated as he was being hauled up, it would prevent him, such as this, it would prevent James from sliding out of the litter head first. And so our second tie-in, similarly, we are going to tie an overhand knot so that we have that bite on the end. Excuse me, James. And similarly, for this thigh waist tie-in, we're going to use this steel bar that is up here, approximately mid-torso on James. We're going to wrap it around a few times so that it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, so, and it went somewhere. So, for the first go around, you're going to go over James's right thigh and under his left leg. Excuse me, James. We are going to feed it through the opposing bar on this side. And on the second go around, we're going to go over James's left thigh and under his right thigh. And we're going to come back around. We're going to feed the rest of this sling through the bite. Again, making sure that the four components, the left on top, the right on top, the left underneath, and the right underneath, are equalized and both have sufficient tension. And once again, we're going to tie 3 half hitches using the remainder slack, and after making sure that this is pulled tight. So that's 1, that's 2, and that's 3. So now I'm going to show you the 4 different tie-on mechanisms. But before that, the waist tie in here prevents James from going out of the litter feet first, if the litter should be oriented that way. And of course, to reiterate, this one up top, the chest strap in, prevents James from going out head first. And so these tie-ons, prevent James from coming out of the litter by going up. So, once again, you're going to tie an overhand knot with the bite in the end. And let's start with the feet. It's less important that you use the larger of the steel bar with the tie-ons because they're less critical and less weight and pressure is being put on the tie-ons. So we're just going to wrap it around a few times, cross it over his leg, come back around, feed it through, make sure that it's nice and tight, and of course we're going to tie 3 half hitches to secure the tie-on. So the next tie-on that we're going to do is going to be for James's thighs. And so for this tie-on, it's okay to use this thin steel beam. Now we're going to tie our 3 half hitches. Now for our third tie-in, we're going to strap down James's waist here. once again, it's okay to use this thin metal bar for the tie-ons. Excuse me, James. And our 3 half hitches. Alright. Now, for last tie-on, we're going to cross James's upper chest. Alright, so for our final tie-on, I'm going to strap down James's upper chest. And of course the 3 half hitches. Alright, just for a different perspective, I'm going to show you the tie-ins. And this blue one goes under. James, if you would lean up. It goes under and it crosses over both of his arms and then it comes back around. So again, that prevents James from sliding out that way. And so for the second, tie in this waist one, it goes over both legs and under both legs and it prevents James from sliding out that way. And so for the 4 tie-ons, we have this chest one, which keeps James's torso down. We have this hip one that keeps James' hips down, of course. And we have this leg strap, which keeps his knees down, and then the foot strap, which keeps his feet down. This is Ben
and James
from Prescott College Search and Rescue. Happy searching.
and happy rescuing.